Let's bring in Doug Gottlieb, Fox Sports, former college basketball player and a college basketball analyst for Fox Sports. What do you make of the press conference with Sean Miller yesterday?
Hold on. Did you really screw up the read for your own university?
Yes, I did, Doug.
Did that really happen?
Yes.
How does that happen?
Well, you know what you do is I threw the read to let people know that I'm human and that you make mistakes in this business and then you try to get better. And that's my first mistake in this business.
Your first mistake. Well, Gus is great, and Sage, and everybody else. I'm hurt that you didn't ask me to teach a class on what not to say.
I'm a little too late with that, Doug. But there's a grad school that I'll let you enroll in.
Fair enough. Look, my takeaway is, I guess let's just go to the tape, right? And that I think, look, we both worked at ESPN. I think we both really enjoyed our time there. I like Mark Schlabach, but there's obviously some errors in that reporting. Even if they got the gist of part of the story right, because they changed the timeline, then went back and put the timeline back to where it originally was, and maybe it would appear. I mean, look, Sean was pretty steadfast that it had nothing to do with DeAndre Ayton, which leads you to believe that there's another player. I think many of us know who that other player probably is. Another player that's involved in somebody trying to get money for him. So, the only thing left to do is to go to the tape. Right? This isn't – right now it's all hearsay. He said. But eventually the wiretap will at least be played in court, and then will be, public. And then once it's public, we'll know what is. And so I think, the University of Arizona, they responded and supported him, and then Alonzo Trier was also reinstated yesterday. So they're going all in. Yeah. But it's still a tepid response because at the end of their statement it says for now. So we'll see. Do you believe Sean Miller? I want to. And
that's not convincing.
No. I mean, look, but how many people that we believe in have lied to us, right? How many people went to the mattresses over Lance Armstrong or Rafael Palmeiro, or you name the guy.
Ryan Braun.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers said he give somebody a salary if Ryan Braun was cheating, and even your friends, Yeah. I'll just say this in support of Sean Miller, that we all want to believe that every college basketball coach is dirty. I think fans want to believe every college basketball coach is dirty. I don't. We want to believe that every politician is dirty. I don't. There's people that want to believe that every pastor, every preacher is skimming off the top for their own betterment. I don't. I believe I believe in good people. And the Christian Dawkins is a guy who was fired from the agency, Amy Miller's agency, because he ran up a $40,000 Uber bill and put it on somebody else's card, an NBA player's card. So nothing to this point before the indictment of his assistant coach would lead you to believe they were doing things the wrong way at Arizona. So I want to believe him. The problem is that there was some legalese that was put in there, right, where he said, I never knowingly committed a violation. And I do feel like there was a lot of I there, which leads you to think that if anybody's going to get thrown under the bus, it's Book Richardson, who's already indicted and already off the staff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, if that comes out, because ESPN doubled down on this as well. So Sean Miller doubled down. So somebody is not telling the truth, or somebody. Correct. Maybe there's semantics involved in this, but I'm guessing somebody's going to be able to listen to that FBI wiretap and go, is that Sean Miller? Yes, no. And then we have our next chapter with this. But I don't know what I think the question, DP, the question I guess maybe I'll ask you is, all right, let's say that it was about a different player. There was money mentioned, but there was no money ever delivered, and he passed on the idea of paying for a player. So ESPN gets the gist of the story right, but gets the player actually wrong. What then do we do? Is it Sean Miller on that tape, though? That's where I want to start. And I think we do have the wrong player in there. I think that is a distinct possibility that it could be Sean Miller. There could be a discussion, but it's not DeAndre Ayton. It's another player. See, I had been told that it was a different all season long. People have wondered what's going on in Arizona and look, this is no exact science. I would never go to print with it. But the running rumor in college basketball was that it was another Arizona assistant
And it wasn't, it was Joe Pasternak, who's now the UCSB head coach. That was what everyone had said. Boy, Joe Pasternak, I heard he's on the tape, right? But there was all kinds of rumors, so we don't know. And I guess the question becomes: did ESPN go to print essentially with a rumor, or with hearsay evidence from, the attorney representing Christian Dawkins, and not with facts or not with multiple sources? I think there's where we kind of. Therein lies the rub.
Can we play another clip from Sean Miller where he does address the payment to a player?
I also want you to know that the one time that someone suggested to me paying a player to come to the University of Arizona, I did not agree to it. It never happened, and that player did not come to the University of Arizona.
If you're Sean Miller, do you sue?
No. I mean, here's the problem with suing is now all of a sudden they can, now you get cross-examined, and every recruiting tactic ever, comes into question. So I don't think it's a really high bar that you have to try and prove malice in order to sue. And now all of a sudden you get full disclosure on your entire coaching career, and I don't think anybody really wants that. So this is like Peyton Manning, who threatened to sue over that Al Jazeera thing. Like, it sounds like a great idea to jump back and sue. The one thing, and this would be counter to, I know that Sean had a process to which he had to speak to his bosses and answer questions and whatever, but it did take until Thursday till we got a response. Somebody says, hey, did you pay DeAndre Ayton? My response should be, no, I never paid DeAndre Ayton. I wasn't like, why, if the truth is what ultimately will set you free, why would you ever, hide, but not have a press conference, not answer questions immediately after this story broke? He's had plenty of opportunities to do so. Again, I want to believe Sean, and I haven't, people haven't been whispering about Arizona running a dirty program for years. That's not what this is. Yeah. So it was surprising. But there are some holes there to which you start scratching your head going, okay, well, maybe ESPN screwed up some of the names in the story, but did they get the gist of it right? Because otherwise, why would ESPN be doubling down on it, right?
I know. Texas Hold'em. Hey, Doug, thank you. Have a good weekend. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Dan.
That's Doug Gottlieb, Fox Sports.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.